This video is all about how to make your own notepad, and it's going to be a full video all the way from start to finish. So this is going to be my stationery run. I'm about to head to Michael's. We're going to get a couple of the supplies that we need to make our notepads from Michael's. Then I'm going to head to Home Depot because I'm also going to be assembling a little machine to make sure that we can make the notepads correctly. And then we're going to come home, design it. So I'm going to show you the design tutorial, and then we are going to assemble a notepad. So I'm going to take you through from step 1 all the way to step whatever it is. If you've ever wanted to make your own notepad, either to sell or for personal use, this is the only video you need to watch. So I'm going to see y'all on the next side. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. My name is Shanice, and welcome to Shanice DK Designs. I'm not buying nothing I don't need. I'm out of here. That's it, you guys. We done. All right, so we head into the wood section. I think the wood needs to be like a 1/2 inch thick. So we're gonna see what they have and what we could get. Yeah, something like this is too thin. Ooh, this is perfect. How much is this? This plywood is perfect. I wonder if they could cut this down for me into 2 8x10. I mean, obviously I would have to buy the whole piece of wood, but this is, y'all, this is perfect. I think I need these screws because these can be screwed all the way down. And the idea for the press is that it needs to tighten. So when I thought about it, I was like, how am I going to tighten it on those? So I need to get these. So then I saw that they had these. Well, no, these, the 5 inch. And you could actually screw the tightening thing all the way down on these. So they have these for $213, and then they have these for $158. All right, guys, so now we need the nuts, and I think I need to get wing nuts to make it a little easier to screw. Because if you get these, it's gonna be hard to screw down. So we need to get wing nuts. So we need to get, what was it, 516? So we need to get 4 of these. I don't see the price, y'all. I'm gonna need to find the price out because we on a budget. So I'm gonna need to find that price out since they sell them just 1 each. So I think these might work. The 516 wing nuts. All right, y'all, so we done. After all that shopping, it is now time to assemble everything. So all I'm doing here is just drilling some holes into the wood, and I put both pieces of the wood together so that I can make sure that the holes would align. I did mark off about 1 inch from the edge. And so, because I didn't want it to like break, I don't know, but I think a 1/2 inch would have been good. So if you are making one of this, a 1/2 inch should be good for the wood. So it's real simple because, as I said, as you saw, actually, they did cut it for me at Home Depot. So all you have to do is really just drill the holes, put the screws in, and then, of course, add on your wing nuts. And then you're going to tighten those to adjust to the height of how many stacks of paper you have. So we're going to hop into the rest of this right now. All right, y'all, so here we go with the design tutorial, and this is actually a really simple notepad design. So I'm just calling it the notepad. I'm adding in a box, and right here I'm going to call this my gratitude box. So your notepad is going to, of course, be specific to you. Whatever idea you have in your mind, just get onto Canva, open up a 4x6 document, and go ahead and start designing your notepad. Of course, if you want your notepad to be bigger or smaller, you would open the size of the document that you want, right? Because it's your notepad. So here I'm starting off with 4x6 because I have Canva Pro, which means that I can easily resize this or copy and paste it into whatever size I want. But typically most people do like a 4x6 notepad. And so what really matters here is the method that you choose to make your notepad. If you're going to make this yourself at home, then you can make it whatever size you want. But if you're going to be using a printery, so like an outside source to print your notepads, then you would have to make the sizing, of course, to match whatever they offer. And so what we're going to do after we have this design is show you several different ways that you can go ahead and get this actually made. So if you're looking to get your notepads professionally made, then the first way I want to offer to you to get some assistance with this is to check out my ebook. It's called More Than a Vendor List. And in this ebook, I do provide suppliers for notepads. They're really good suppliers that I have used. And so if you want to get these professionally printed, this is what I would recommend for you to do. Now, the thing to consider here is that when it comes to getting your notepads designed, you would need to make sure that the size that you create your notepad matches what the vendor offers. So you would look at the vendors on the vendor list, then you would go to their website, you would see what sizes they offer, and then what you need to do then is come back to Canva and try to go ahead and resize your notepad. And if you have Canva Pro, it is really, really, really simple to do that. And so what we're going to do next in this video is actually go through some handmade options. All right, y'all. So now everything is designed and printed. I want to show you where we're going. So this is where we're going. We're going to a final notepad, but in this video, we're actually going to make three. So the one I just showed you was 8.5 by 11, which is what this paper is. And this is the paper that I bought from Michael, or at least, you know what? They said it was supposed to be 8.5 by 11, but y'all, it was more like 8.5 by 12. So this is my printed sheet. I'm actually doing two notepads. They're going to be 8.5 by 5.5, or some people call them half letter size. I'm also going to be making an 8.5 by 11 notepad. So we're making three notepads in total today. And so that's the backing. Just make sure that your backing is strong. It's like a thin kind of cardboard material. And then of course you need your glue, and I have three types of glue. So you need a brush to paint the glue on. I have this PVC glue, which I get from Amazon, and everything is going to be in my Amazon store. I also have some Mod Podge, and then I have some tacky glue. Tacky glue was like $1 something at Michael's, so I really wanted to try and test out the quality in case you're looking to kind of make this on a low budget. So these are the supplies, and now we're going to get into some cutting to go ahead and get started. All right, so here goes the cutting. For this one, I'm splitting down the letter size sheets into two, so half letter size is what it's called. And you can cut this with whatever cutting machine you have. So this is the one that I have. I got it off of Amazon. But you can cut your sheets with whatever. If you don't have a cutting machine, you could use your scissors. Like, it's really not that deep. Once you cut your sheets, the next thing you need to do is go ahead and start cutting down your backing, because of course the back needs to match the sheets. That's how you make a notepad. So cut your back to match the size of your sheets. If you need assistance with lining this up, you could draw a line on there. You could just measure it up with your paper, which is what I'm doing. So a number of different ways that you can go ahead and make sure that this is fully aligned. All right, so this is the very first method, and this is the paper clip method. So all you need to do is get some clips and just clip your notepads together. So this is the clip method that we're going to do. The second method is going to be our press method, which is the machine that I just made. And then the third method is going to be the book stacking method. So for the third one, you literally just get some books and you stack it on top of it. And this is how I used to make notepads before I made a press, before I had clips. I used to just get some heavy books and stack it on top of the papers. The purpose is to make sure that the papers are compressed. That is the purpose of having the book press or using the paper clips or stacking the books, is you want to make sure that it is as compressed as possible, because that is how it's going to stick together, and it's going to be glued together, which is what stick together means, right? So yeah. Now we're at the gluing phase. So for the paperclip method, I'm using the tacky glue. You just want to put the glue on there. You want to smooth it out as best as possible. And then you just want to keep doing that. So if you're making multiple notepads, you would just keep putting the glue on all of your notepads to make sure that you get the glue as smooth as possible and it fully covers all of the pages, including the back. Now, you want to be careful so that the glue doesn't seep into the back, because you don't want it to look messy. What I like to do is I like to go in after I put the glue on and just add a couple extra paper clips in the center to make sure that it's really clamped together so that it could be as tight and as compressed as possible. But this is an optional step, but I like to do that. All right, so now we're at our second two methods, and this one is the book press. So what you would need to do is adjust your paper. Just make sure that a little bit of it sticks out so that you're not getting glue on your press. So you just need a little bit of it to stick out, but you also need to make sure that you put it far enough where it can really compress the part of it that matters, which is the part that's going to be getting the glue. Tighten your press by just screwing down your wing nuts, which is why we put the wing nuts on there to make it a little easier to screw down. So now you just want to apply your glue. Try to make it as smooth as possible. So try your best to take your time, apply the glue as smooth as possible. Be gentle so that you're not messing it up. I didn't put any barrier paper on this, but like the last one, the clip method, I did put like just some scrap in front and at the back just in case any glue would get on there, but I didn't do it for this one. But that is something that you could do. A lot of people do that where they put just a sheet of scrap paper, or if they're going to do 50 sheets, they do 51 so they can rip off the sheet that is in front. All right, y'all, so this is the moment of truth. We're going to go ahead and look at our notepads. I left it and they are all completely dried. So this is the book method. There's nothing to take off or do anything. It's perfect, y'all. It's perfect. And I believe, which glue did we use for this one? This one we used the glue that I bought off of Amazon, the pH neutral PVA glue. And so this is it. Perfect, absolutely perfect. Clean, look at that. All right, so this is that one. It is done, 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 and it's absolutely perfect. And that was the book method. So you don't even need to spend any money, right? Because you could just stack some books on there. This is the press method. This one we use the Mod Podge. Let me go ahead and unscrew the bolt so we'll take it out and see. So this one was the Mod Podge. Clean as well on both sides. Clean, nice and clean. All right, and let's do a little test. Perfect. See that? This is the Mod Podge. Clean, 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 clean. Nice. And these are all 25 sheets, so that's why they're so thin. All right, and then the last one we did was the clip method. So this one was just some paper clips, and this was the only one that I added in scrap paper too. So you just want to take your clips off. Take your clips off. And then, of course, you need to remove your scrap paper. So you could just rip it off, or you could get something to cut it. That's probably the best thing to do. So I just need to rip that off because I put some scrap paper. But I was taking my time, so you didn't really need the scrap paper. Clean. And then the back, I need to kind of get this off. But this one seems to be a lot more glued down than the paper in front. I just ripped it off, you guys. But you want to use something to make sure it's not messy when you rip it off. But let's do a little test. So this was the tacky glue, which was like $1 something at Michael's. So these are our 3 notepads, and they came out absolutely perfect. Woohoo! So if you want to make your own notepads, it's real simple, real easy. So yeah, I hope you all found this video really, really helpful. I tried to keep it as simple as possible, showing you lots of different methods. So if you wanted to start making your own notepads at home for free or low cost, then go ahead and use the book method. If you want to get something that over time, when you start doing a lot of notepads, it's really going to compress them. Because the book method won't really work if you're doing a lot of notepads. If you're doing a lot of notepads, then you want to go ahead and either DIY your press following the instructions that I showed you, or you can purchase one because they do sell them on Amazon. Now, if you are looking to create more notepads and you want, again, you want that compression, then you can go ahead and do the clip method. And you don't have to use those small clips. You can use these big clips, especially if your notepad has like 50 to 100 pages. So I hope you found this video really helpful. If you did, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, share this video with someone. Y'all, we're trying to get to 10K. So go ahead and share my video, share my channel with someone so we can get to 10K. Now, if you want to get these professionally made, remember that there is my ebook and it's called More Than a Vendor List. And I give you some really, really great vendors who are ready and able to print your products for you. So if you don't want to do any of this at home handmade thing, go ahead and check out my ebook. It's called More Than a Vendor List. Now I'm going to see y'all in my very next video, which is going to be on Tuesday. Thank you all so much for rocking with me. Oh, and guys, I forgot. Let me make sure to say this. Shanice DK Designs, the stationery shop, is closing. So if you want to support and help us close, then click the link in my description and go ahead and take 50% off of everything. Like literally everything in my Etsy store is 50% off. So if you want to support and help us close and go into the next realm of business, then go ahead and get some awesome, awesome, awesome sticky notes, notepads, and journals from my Etsy shop. Now, this is the end of the video. Bye, guys. Thank you so much for watching.